as far as the award goes, how did that work? Is that something you're nominated for, or that you apply for, or what's
apply?
Okay.
John Deere invited me to be a customer spokesperson for them when they revealed their autonomous tractor in Las Vegas at CES last January, I guess. So about a year ago right now, ish. January 2021. So it's a tractor that they use. I'll just bring you this over here for a model.
Okay.
This is a normal John Deere tractor that you would buy.
Mm-hmm.
But what's different is that they use the current. This is like the tractor is like the platform, and the tech that's in the tractor is like the platform that they kind of built it on, and they added this component up on the front, which is a set of. It's got 3 pairs of stereo cameras in it, and this component that goes all the way around the back of the cab. There's another set of 3 stereo cameras in it, and those kind of serve as the tractor's eyes.
Okay.
That give it the ability. So it's a combination of going into a field and you map out boundaries and known obstructions and things like that, and it uses the software that's already there to know where the implement is and plan its paths and so forth. A lot of the tech that's already been there, but what came together is the fact that when you turn on perception, is what I'm going to call it, or like the cameras, that it has the ability to, something blew out in the field, or a person walks out, or an animal, or an obstruction of any kind, that it will react to that and stop or make an adjustment to its path as it goes. So you truly can eliminate the operator from the cab. And at the time that they were doing this, you'll see this has 2022 autonomous tillage on it. The first, when we were out in Las Vegas, they had qualified it for chisel plow operation in bean stubble. That was the very first thing that they were releasing it for. Today, like this fall, we worked as a cooperator with John Deere, and we worked on qualifying more different tillage operations besides just the chisel plow. But that's kind of the...
so kind of
It's self-driving.
Okay.
You just
sit there and kick back.
You're not in the cab.
You don't even have to be in it.
No.
Okay.
So that's where it's...
So it's kind of like
the aspect of self-driving with the operator in the cab we've been doing for getting close to 20 years now. But this is taking it to the degree of pull the operator out of the cab, and through an application in the John Deere Operations Center on your phone, you just literally you put in the parameters that it needs, and you swipe to farm, and you walk away, and it goes and does the whole entire field by itself.
So it'll go and it turns around and goes
turn around back into a corner if it needs to, take off and go, and it will complete all the headlands, do the whole entire thing.
And so you can be doing something else while
that's the whole idea
going on. Then you can be...
Well, that's why they're qualifying tillage, because we need to be doing tillage while we're harvesting, and we're already short help to get the harvest done. So if we can turn these machines loose doing something simple like tillage and make us more timely, it helps with our labor crunch. It helps us be more timely, and it's 24/7. I mean, these cameras are stereo cameras. They see like the human eye. So as long as they have light on the implement and light out and about, I mean, they can run 24 hours a day. So
amazing.
When Deere released, that's kind of the background of this. Now, when Deere released this technology, I got selected. The CEO of John Deere and their leadership team made a visit through our local dealership to our farm here. And we had a long conversation, a couple hours, back in September of I gotta get my timelines right, 2021. Yeah. And after that, I received a call from Deere that said, that we really enjoyed talking to you. We think you'd be a great spokesperson for our brand and for the release of the autonomous tractor. And so they asked me to be their customer spokesperson. And so out in Las Vegas, they had a booth, a structure that they put up to roll out the autonomous tractor. There was a press conference, and they unveiled it, and we had a station there. And the editor for Progressive Farmer, among all the other different ag journalism type outlets that were there to cover that was there, and I did an interview with him, and so that was the first time we put name to face. So he kind of knew who I was because I interviewed with him out there about it. And then I submitted my application, and then as a result of the combination of those two things, I was selected. I've taken a position, I guess, of wanting to embrace the future of farming and the future of agriculture, and participating in something like that is a way to be a voice for moving forward and to kind of lead that effort, I felt like. And so that's kind of why. Well, it was funny because the same guy that was out in Las Vegas called me, and he's like, "You probably think I'm calling to ask more questions about or to follow up with that, but I actually have some better news."
Okay.
We've made our selections for the America's Best Young Farmers and Ranchers, and you've been selected.
Okay.
And we'll be following up. And I was, excited to hear that. You work hard to do the best that you can all the time, and to be nationally recognized as being a leader in your field, I mean, it reflects well upon your operation, and the people that you do business with or the people that give you opportunities. To me, it feels good for them to see that, they're transacting with somebody that is in it to do a great job.